Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video, and it seems the story about Wukong finally seems to have reared its head. Now I know Nib is out there fighting the good fight and trying to say that this is not the case or we just don't know. But I'm not going to take his word for it, no offense Nib. But if a man from Sony is coming out and making these, implications and implying that there was an exclusivity deal there, I'm more inclined to believe someone that works for Sony than I am to believe you. So it does seem that Black Myth Wukong was actually money hatted. But you know what? I'm only talking about this today because this actually reared its head on social media. It's Mother's Day, and to see people going back to Wukong, I was like, what the hell is going on? Can we just move past this? I mean, we've already accepted that PlayStation is a third-party publisher. Now they're trying to bury them being a third-party publisher because it's just free games, folks. It's just free games. When in reality, it's 6 games now, but it's just free games. They've hit 6 games now, and it's only going to grow. And we're not even talking about PC here. This is just what's landed on Xbox and, the Switch. If we count the PC, then it's pretty much everywhere, full multi-plat at this point. I think they're missing like 2 or 3 games. But you know what? We're not going to be diving into this too much because there is another topic that I want to talk about. But the Black Myth Wukong, at least you can lay it to rest now. It was money hatted. At least that's what is implied heavily by the Sony rep. So as far as I'm concerned, until Sony come out and actually make an indication, or a clarification I should say, that this is not the case and there was nothing being money hatted here, I don't care what any single Sony fan wants to say or how big their essay write-up is or how many numbers and, theories and whatever they want to put in there and write a little novella, it doesn't make a difference. The bottom line is, it was money hatted. Sony needs to now come out and take that claim back and actually say we didn't do it. If they don't, end of story, and I hope people can just move on from there. But there was another story that came up, and that was Colin Moriarty's video. Now, I'm not going to react to it per se, but I watched a bit of it, and I just don't understand how a lot of what he's saying just doesn't make any sense, right? He assumes that Valve is going to come onto Xbox and take 30%. Does anyone actually believe that for a split second, that Valve is going to jump onto an Xbox platform and take 30%? If that's what they're thinking, I don't know. That doesn't seem logical to me. Microsoft wouldn't accept that. At this point, that would hurt them too much. What's realistic is they're either going to go 50-50 within that 30%, 15% to them, 15% to Microsoft, or it's going to be a 20-10 split. I think realistically it's going to be a 20-10 split, but Chili, on Thursday when we are having this discussion, believes that it's going to be a 50-50. I personally don't believe this. But at the end of the day, as a consumer, I don't care. And however these games are put on there and what method they go, as long as Microsoft is working out these numbers and saying these are good for us, that's really all that matters. Now then, you've got the question of, will people be buying from the Steam catalog or will they be moving over and buying it from the Xbox catalog? Well, that's something for Microsoft to entice their users, right? They have to give me a reason to actually be able to do this. And at the end of the day, Microsoft needs to give me reasons. Play Anywhere is a really good reason for me to do this. Atelier Yumi has recently come out and it's not Play Anywhere. So now I'm on 2 minds of where I'm going to purchase that. I haven't quite decided yet. But this is how big of a difference Play Anywhere is. Because if it was Play Anywhere, that would already be in my Xbox catalog. It's really that simple. Play Anywhere is really important to me because I do have kids and I need to be able to play my games, on multiple different platforms if I want to stay gaming. But this whole notion that it's going to be bad for Microsoft and how is this going to benefit Microsoft, I don't understand why people are even talking about this. I don't work for Microsoft. I know Colin doesn't work for Microsoft. I know Colin doesn't have like a speed dial to Tim Stewart or Amy Hood or Satya Nadella, and if he does, that's cool and everything. He should disclose that while he's making his video. But if he doesn't, He doesn't really know what it is they're doing or what their plan is or what they're thinking or what the contracts are or anything. So all of this that he's actually talking about is just wish-washing blah. And I don't get it. I really don't. Like, he makes it so definitive. He makes it so kind of, I can't see any way forward from this. Well, this is why you're not paid the big bucks, buddy. You're not paid the big bucks because you don't get to think those decisions. People that get the big bucks are the ones that make those decisions. And clearly, they're going to make a decision that works in the interest of Microsoft, not in the interest of any other third-party publisher, including Valve. Microsoft will get something from this, regardless. They are going to get something. And as far as Valve is concerned, if someone is buying an Xbox, even if it is an Xbox PC, but they are buying it in a console form that cannot be upgraded, so it's basically a console, but it's a PC, and Valve says, right, our launcher is going to be on that console, they are going to get revenue from those Xbox customers. End of story. 20% revenue is better than 0% revenue. People don't really understand this. Those games are already on Steam's website. Now, of course, people can say, well, you know, people can abuse that. What about if they go and buy that £800 console so they can get their games and give Microsoft 10%? I mean, are you listening to this? Are you listening to yourself? I mean, I've heard this argument, by the way. That's why I'm raising it. Like, it makes no logical sense whatsoever. Either way, you're still paying £60, £70, whatever the game is actually going to cost, whether it's going to be on Xbox or whether it's going to be on Steam's PC launcher, right? The pricing is not going to change between the two. What is going to change is the percentage that goes between Valve and Microsoft, depending on where it is. That's it. And as a consumer, you shouldn't care about this. Why do you care about this? I don't understand. But this is something that I saw going around today, and it's been going around yesterday, and especially that last point I made, that was just totally weird. Like, why would Valve care? They're going to get 15-20% extra they wouldn't have got before because they're introducing a whole new market to their catalog. I mean, this is a win-win for Steam. And as for gamers, you are getting access now to all the games that you didn't have before. It's a win-win for an Xbox gamer. So, like, this works for both camps of the field. I just don't get it, personally. But if you get it and you have a thought on this, let me know in the comment section below, because none of this makes sense to me why people would be objecting to it. Clearly, Microsoft is seeing that this, assuming it's happening, is a profitable venture. So why does anyone else seem to think that their opinion matters on this? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. Let's have that discussion. And if you enjoyed this video, do hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell to stay up to date with all content I release. I am trying to hit 10,000 subs by the end of this year. And if we do, I'll have some great things lined up for that 10,000 celebration. So hopefully we can get there soon. We're not that far off. If you want to support me further, you can do that through my super thanks or through my YouTube membership. That's it, folks. Remain legend.